Girl, y'all need to get on this ASAP because the streets are saying that Tia Mowry might be beefing with Gabrielle Union and things might be about to get out of hand. Word on the streets is that Tia supposedly holds Gabrielle responsible for breaking up her marriage with Cory Hardrict. Say what now? Last we heard about this drama, she was enjoying the single life and had no regrets about the divorce, so what changed? And why are the streets so convinced that Gabrielle is the bad guy here? Let's break this down. One thing about the internet, they're always quick to clock the tea no matter how subtle it is. Now, Tia hasn't even come forward to put Gabrielle on blast, but fans are convinced that there is some sort of animosity going on. Now, okay, so word on the streets is that as soon as Gabrielle heard that Tia was going through a divorce, she didn't hesitate to check in. Having gone through one herself, she understood how tough it can be to handle a breakup, especially when you're a celeb and you know that the whole world is watching. Gabrielle was there for Tia in the early days, OG her divorce, and they spent a lot of time together going on trips and just having a good. At the time, Cory put his heart out there and made it clear on multiple occasions that he didn't want to be divorced. It was kinda embarrassing for him, but he didn't mind because, like he said, all he wanted was to get his family back. A couple of weeks after Tia announced the divorce, he went live on Instagram to reveal that he still loves Tia and wants her back.
All right, I appreciate y'all. Coach Marcus, sending nothing but love. It's love, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. Okay, I love my beautiful family. Love my kids, love my wife, I love all you guys.
When rumors started that Tia might be dating again, Cory didn't take it very well. During an Instagram live, he seemed clearly frustrated. He didn't mention Tia or the rumors directly, but his vibe spoke for itself. At one point, he even made a few cryptic comments about how some people move on too quickly and don't always value loyalty.
Yeah, y'all wild in these comments. I don't know nothing about no boyfriend. Maybe y'all tell me. I have no idea. You know, I don't know nothing. I don't pay it no mind.
Around this time, there were rumors that he had cheated on Tia, which is why she left and wasn't willing to work on their marriage. During an Instagram live, he denied the rumors, saying he never cheated on Tia. He got pretty worked up while talking about it, clearly frustrated with people trying to make him look like a bad guy. Cory pointed out that the breakup was complicated enough without all the false stories, and he just wanted to set the record straight and make sure his side of the story was heard.
That did not happen. Baby beautiful, 2222, that did not happen. I don't like her dress and stuff, but that didn't happen.
It's clear Cory desperately wanted her back, and he wasn't ashamed to admit it in public. In an interview, he opened up about how heartbroken he was when Tia chose to file for divorce instead of working on their marriage.
Because, you know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that.
Yeah.
Nobody see that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Hardrict know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Yes.
I'm really stronger. And that by the grace of God, it's like, I'm here and I'm still going.
But while Cory was begging her to get back, Tia stood 10 toes down and refused to give in. And at the end of the day, the choice was hers because she was a grown woman and it was well within her rights to choose not to take him back. However, Cory soon switched up and got petty. Instead of keeping things straightforward, he started stirring up drama and doing everything he could to make the divorce messier. At one point, he even went after Tia's money, which only made him look worse in the public eye. While Tia stayed composed, Cory seemed set on making the split as difficult as possible. When he officially responded to Tia's divorce filing, he asked for alimony and pushed the courts to take another look at the prenup they had signed. Court documents show that Cory and his team requested a determination of the validity of the prenuptial agreement dated April 14, 2008, and or that any provisions are unconscionable. In other words, they argued that the prenup was signed too close to the wedding and that Cory might have been pressured into agreeing to it. Some fans, however, thought his motives went beyond money. Rumors started that Cory wasn't really after her finances, but was using it as a way to slow down the divorce. The idea was that if he dragged things out long enough, he might be able to get Tia to reconsider and give their marriage another chance. Tia, however, wasn't having it and went straight on the offensive, filing court requests to make sure she got everything that was hers from the marriage. And when I say everything, I don't just mean the big stuff like houses, cars, or bank accounts. She went full on petty mode, going after airline miles, credit card rewards points, and even points tied to businesses she owned. It was clear she wasn't just looking to settle the divorce. divorce, she was sending a message. Cory quickly realized he was in over his head and decided it wasn't worth a fight. Instead of letting things escalate, he stepped back and let the divorce move forward without any more drama. In the end, the divorce was finalized and both of them went their separate ways. However, it didn't take long for fans to start speculating that Tia was regretting her decision to end the relationship. She has been pretty open about how tough it's been getting back into the dating world, and it makes sense. Dating is tricky enough when you're in the public eye, but being a high-profile single mom with a busy career takes it to a whole other level. And Tia definitely learned that the hard way. She got everyone talking when she hopped on TikTok to share the struggles she's faced since her divorce. Using humor, she showed that getting back out there isn't exactly easy. From awkward first dates to strange DMs and the overall chaos of modern dating, Tia made it clear that after 14 years of marriage, re-entering the dating scene has been anything but simple.
It got worse.
No.
But I feel like it's about to get worse. It got worse. It got worse.
People wondered if this meant that she would be taking Cory back, but she denied it, saying, "Just because the dating life is complicated doesn't mean I'm going to go back to something that no longer served me. That's like implementing if I don't book an audition or a part as an actor, right away I'm going to give up on my dreams." She also appeared to throw shade at Cory when she posted this picture of herself and captioned it, "What one man won't do, another man will." Child, talk about messy. However, it seemed like she was dropping subtle hints that she might be open to reconciling with Cory. Last year, she started wearing her ring again, which got people talking and sparked rumors that they could be getting back together. In the end, though, nothing ever came of it. But what really has fans suspicious is how she seems to always be trying to convince us that she's happy as a single mom. She goes overboard sometimes, and fans think that the reason she's trying so hard is that she low-key regrets the divorce. She posted a picture of herself and her kids, and she wrote a lengthy post saying, "Happy holidays from my family to yours. Co-parenting during the holidays is a journey, one that's filled with a mix of emotions. It's different, and yes, it can feel challenging and even lonely at times, especially when you're adjusting to a new family dynamic. But over time, I found the beauty in it. It's an opportunity for my kids to build meaningful relationships with both parents, and for me, it creates space for self-discovery, healing, and rejuvenation. I'll admit, as a single mom, I sometimes feel the weight because our family doesn't look like others, but you know what? That's okay. Different doesn't mean less than. The most important thing is keeping the traditions alive for my children, because no matter how it looks, we are still family." Now, what really had people talking was the fact that she spent Christmas with Cory and the kids, so her complaining about how hard it was being a single mother during Christmas just seemed weird. Well, word on the streets is that this might just be a way to convince Cory to give things another shot without making it clear. But that's not all. Y'all remember how Gabrielle Union was her shoulder to lean on during the divorce? Well, Tia and Gabrielle haven't hung out in a while since Tia started complaining about the dating scene. Fans are now speculating that Tia might have cut Gabrielle off because Gabrielle was in her ear during the divorce, encouraging her to go ahead with a divorce. On the other hand, it was clear that her twin sister Tamara didn't approve of the divorce, even though she showed her support in public. Well, kinda.
Just announced that she's gonna be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever she wants, the Mowrys have her back. Now she just kind of just wants to, you know, just kind of just process it all, take it all in, and, you know, be a little private about that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a sister, you know, I'm just gonna respect that.
So it looks like Gabrielle was the only person really in support. But now that Tia is supposedly regretting the divorce, fans are convinced that she is holding Gabrielle fully responsible for breaking her marriage, and it explains why fans are saying that she and Gabrielle have fallen out. Yeah, this is messy, but I want to know how you guys feel about this. So drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.